Hello, my name is Claire and I am an application specialist at PerkinElmer. In this tutorial, I will be demonstrating how to perform tracking using Volocity. Tracking objects may be of interest to you to characterise the movement of those objects, for instance their speed and direction, or you may be interested in monitoring the properties of objects as they move over time. For either situation, tracking is appropriate. In Volocity, tracking is a two-stage process. Firstly, the identification of the objects, and then the analysis of the positions of those objects and the building of tracks. Let's commence by finding objects. Click once on the data in the library list and click on the Measurements tab. Here we see the image view with a table area below it, ready to display measurements. On the left of the screen is the area where we will build a measurement protocol to find objects of interest and track them. Below that is the list of tasks from which we will build the protocol. The objects within this dataset do not exhibit the same intensity values throughout the time course. Therefore, thresholding on the same intensity values in each time point is unlikely to be successful. The Find Objects task is designed to operate even in these challenging conditions. Where intensities are found within range, a coloured overlay is applied. Groups of selected intensities form objects. View the image with object overlays in different ways by changing the mode of view in the top left. Some of the objects formed are too large. They are actually two or more objects currently identified as one. Use the Separate Touching Object task to improve this situation. This task is to apply to the population of GFP positive cells, so make sure it's dragged into the series as shown here. The object size guide can be set to the approximate size of the smallest object that can be created by the separating step. In this example, the object size guide is 0. The best separation is achieved by not restricting the size of objects that will be made. Once all objects have been identified in all time points, they can be connected together by tracks. Add a track task to the protocol. It may be necessary to set a maximum distance between objects, in this example 5 microns. To see the result of the Track Object task, all time points must be measured. From the Measurements menu, select Measure All Time Points. Objects that have been tracked and are therefore determined to be the same object in different locations are collected in the tracked GFP population. Display this population to see only measurements made on track information. This contains summary information such as track length, the average velocity for the duration of the track, the trajectory and the meandering index. To see individual properties of each cell and how those properties change over time, display the population, in this case GFP, and sort by track ID. This will sort the table so that the measurements for each cell in each time point and the track are listed in order. Now that the objects have been measured and tracked, we should confirm these results. Select a row in the table representing a track to show the individual overlay of that track on the image. Showing object feedback for the current time point only can assist in understanding what is being shown. From the Measurements menu, select Feedback options. Use the time navigation controls to compare the feedback with the underlying image data. The most likely problem with tracks is caused by setting the wrong maximum distance between objects in the track task. If tracks are incorrect because they switch to different objects partway through the time series, this distance is too great. If tracks are incorrect because they do not follow an object far enough in the time course, this distance may be too small. Adjust as appropriate. To easily extract what is of particular interest from this wealth of information, perform analysis in a measurement item. From the Measurements menu, select Make Measurement Item. Remember to measure all time points. measurement item has different tabs such as Raw, Analysis and Chart. The Raw view shows the same information for objects and tracks as was visible in the measurement view. Click on the Chart tab to immediately show the default representation of track information. Raw tables, analysis tables and charts can all be exported as text or image files. Thank you for joining me for this Volocity tutorial. If you would like any more information about Volocity, please contact one of our imaging specialists.